First Local, supported by The Refinery, the leader in women's fitness and transformations. 624 Wellington Street West in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. Call 705-255-8895 for more information.
How's it going, everyone? It's Jacob Moore here at the On TV studios, letting you know there's been a slight change to 705 Sports. 705 Sports will now be airing Fridays at noon versus Fridays at 4 p.m. We will still be covering all your local, national, and international sports. The difference is now, while you're enjoying your lunch, you can check out myself, Dan Gray, and multiple different guests as we go over all your sports coverage. So make sure to tune in to 705 Sports Fridays at noon on our Facebook page and video on demand.
First Local, supported by the Canadian Bush Plain Heritage Centre, where adventure takes off. Family-owned and operated A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling has been serving Sault Ste. Marie and surrounding area since 1968. For a free estimate, call 705-779-3909. A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling, available for all your water needs. 1944 Second Line West, Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling. Call 705-779-3909 for a free estimate today.
Every day, people in crisis need someone to answer their call for help, to let them know they're not alone. Whenever people need someone, the Canadian Red Cross is there, on the phone lines and the front lines, around the world and here at home. But none of it would be possible without people just like you. No matter who you are, you have something to give. You can be that someone with the Canadian Red Cross. Learn more at redcross.ca/someone.
Family-owned and operated A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling has been serving Sault Ste. Marie and surrounding area since 1968. For a free estimate, call 705-779-3909. A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling, available for all your water needs. 1944 Second Line West, Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling. Call 705-779-3909 for a free estimate today.
First Local, supported by Tammy Ovey. Are you looking for an agent who confidently knows the culture and community of Sault Ste. Marie? Call Tammy Ovey, 705-971-0171.
First Local, supported by Rick Mooney, sales representative for Street City Realty. Sold, the sign you want, Rick, the realtor you need.
Rollers Bocce is now open, located downstairs at the Marconi. If you're new to bocce or love the game, Rollers is the place for you. Grab your friends and family and let the good times roll. Book your court today at rollersbocce.ca.
First Local, supported by Tenaris Algoma Tubes. Kickstart your career. Tenaris is rapidly growing in Sault Ste. Marie and looking for individuals interested in rewarding production and technician roles. If you are ready for a progressive career opportunity with benefits in advanced manufacturing, then please send your resume to resumes@tenaris.com.
Good day. It's Monday.
It's Monday.
Yes, yes.
The 15th of the month. We're almost halfway through. Well, we are halfway through the month.
That's right. 'Cause
already.
November has 30 days.
Yep. How was your weekend?
It was good.
No complaints?
I try not to complain. Nobody's listening.
Well, I mean, I had a lot of people complain about the snow over the weekend, but hey, you know, it is the middle of November
I was
and we're
gonna
going to get
say,
some
come
snow.
on,
And
come
we
on.
only got a fraction of what other places in Ontario got because that big storm last Thursday basically it missed us, but it hit parts of Ontario.
Okay.
And Dryden is one of the big spots where they got 50 plus centimeters. This is from
50 plus.
You remember Chris Oldcorn?
Well-
He used to host this show way back when.
Okay.
Well, these pictures are from Chris, who's working at CKDR, I believe, this is the
Okay.
radio station in Dryden, and that's what they got. This is Thursday. They got additional snows on Friday and Saturday, so this is their first bout of snow, which is
Okay.
around 50 centimeters of snow. We only got like maybe 2 or 3 centimeters over the weekend, so that's bearable. I mean, we still have bare roads and whatnot. We do have a little bit of snow coming this week. I'll get into that, but also a big week or a big day this week. Not only is Santa Claus coming on Saturday with the Rotary Parade,
Right.
but before that, it's her birthday on Wednesday.
Oh.
So her 18th birthday
My
is coming
18th
up
birthday,
this
yes.
Wednesday, and you know, all she wants is coffee apparently. So a bucket of coffee Wednesday morning would be a great
Okay.
present for Heidi. Just
Cool.
let you know.
Well,
So-
you know, I will let everybody know that when I used to prance smartly in Toronto, my birthday was like a month-long event. We had all sorts of good times. Now I've condensed it to just a week. And I'm going to say that this morning is not an optimal start to Heidi's birthday week. So, although it's very mild out. All right.
It is very mild up.
We're
But you
being
have
judged.
some
Yeah.
news to do, and I'm going to go over here.
All right. Here it goes, everybody. Late last week, in response to the ever-climbing numbers associated with COVID-19 in our community, Algoma Public Health did issue a statement recommending some immediate action that needed to be taken in order to stop the surge of COVID-19 in Algoma communities. So all Algoma residents and workplaces should immediately take the following actions to protect both yourselves as well as fellow members of our community. So what they are identifying is that COVID-19 activity in Algoma is rising and is currently the highest that it has ever been since the beginning of the pandemic. As of November 11th, there were 90 cases. And of course, those numbers have continued to grow over the weekend, and I'll get to that later. All communities across the Algoma district are at risk because people continue to routinely travel between communities. In the past 14 days, and again, this is issued last week, so the numbers have increased since then. In the past 14 days, COVID-19 has been confirmed in residents of North Algoma, Sault and area, as well as Central and East Algoma. Recent rates of new cases, again, have been the highest in the Sault and area. Algoma residents of all ages have been affected with higher rates of infection in younger adults and children. So they did provide some very specific percentages. 35.5% of Algoma cases were in people ages 40 through 59. 30.3% were in people ages 20 to 39. 17.1% were in children from ages from infant through to 19, and 15.8% were in people ages 60 to 79, with 1.3% in people over the age of 80. People who are not fully immunized are at higher risk of COVID-19 infection. Fully immunized people can still get sick from COVID-19 and can spread the infection to others. So again, they are recommending that anybody who is sick, even with mild symptoms, please stay home and isolate away from others, regardless of whether or not you have received the COVID-19 vaccination. Cut back on unnecessary activities where you have unmasked, face-to-face, close contact with people you don't live with. Do this even if you are fully immunized, and especially if you have vulnerable health conditions. Get your vaccination. which has been an ongoing message, okay? And these recommendations are captured on our website at siouxonline.com. You can go there and read the full details. We do also have a comment from Dr. Jennifer Liu, who is the medical officer of health. She is advising that with the holiday season just over 6 weeks away, now is the time to cut back on unnecessary risks and exposures to stop uncontrolled transmission and avoid the need for additional restrictions. Algoma Public Health, of course, is closely monitoring COVID-19 activity in all Algoma communities at this time to determine whether additional local measures are needed to curb COVID-19 transmission in the coming days and weeks. All right, so that's that. Our police officers have been keeping us up to date with regards to what was Crime Prevention Week. I thought it important, given my tendencies on the road from time to time, to capture what was offered up in day 6, which was traffic safety. Apparently, reports of speeding and aggressive driving continue to increase in Sault Ste. Marie as well as Prince Township. So in order to keep yourself and others safe on area roads, we urge everyone to reduce speeds while driving. Reducing your speed will increase the time you have to react in order to avoid a collision. Leave for your destination early. Leaving early will reduce the chances you will feel anxious about potentially arriving late and reduce the urge to drive faster. As well, with winter weather coming, installing winter tires is advised because it will improve your overall vehicle safety and will allow you to brake and stop more effectively to avoid a collision. Turn off your mobile device while driving. Texting and using your mobile device while driving removes your attention where it is needed most on the road. If you choose to drink or use drugs, do not drive. Arrange for a safe and sober ride home with a friend, cab, or ride-sharing service. And for more information and other crime prevention tips, please visit siouxpolice.ca. As well, you can follow their media channels, and we have posted all of the relevant links to those items on our website. Okay, now we're going to hop over to Craig because it's a beautiful day out there so far, and I'd like to know what more we can expect.
Well, one good thing about the traffic, Heidi, is that our roads are nice and bare right now. We don't have any trouble with our roads. Taking a look at our live shot outside at City Hall and St. Mary's River. This is courtesy, of course, our friends over at Wireless Comm. And we're seeing a beautiful morning. We're seeing a little bit of sun, a little bit of cloud. Those clouds out to the west, those are link-enhanced clouds, and they're dumping a little bit of snow to our friends in the UP. Those may swing our way later on tonight, giving us a little bit of a dusting on our road. So let's take a look at your 12-day or 12-hour forecast for this morning. A little peaks of sun, mainly cloudy conditions. Temperatures right now about -1. We're going to hit +3 this afternoon under cloudy conditions, and then this evening we're basically going to stay with the clouds, falling off to +1 for your evening, -3 overnight, and we could see a little bit of accumulation from those lake effect showers coming in later on tonight. Nothing really major, just like a dusting. We do have a threat of seeing some substantial accumulation come this Thursday as another Alberta Clipper scoots by to our north. I'll give you those details coming up in your 3-day forecast. Right now, let's send it right back to Heidi.
More weather terms that I like. Clipper, clipper, nice. Okay, moving right along. Batchewana First Nation offices are under lockdown for the next 2 weeks. Okay, this became effective Saturday, November 13th. With the rise, of course, of cases in the Algoma district and active cases within the community, the Batchewana First Nation is taking a proactive measure in mitigating further exposure. So they are advising all that the Batchewana First Nation buildings and offices will be reverting to lockdown for community safety, but will still be providing essential services. Community members must call ahead for all appointments and services. All employees will be monitoring their emails and phones during this time. As Batchewana First Nation is a high-risk, vulnerable population, it is imperative that we make these difficult decisions in the best interest of the collective and all. They are, of course, appreciative of the public's cooperation and understanding. Say again, Mike, I apologize. 10 seconds. Okay, well, it's definitely not enough to get into that. I will come back to you shortly to give you the full update of COVID numbers in the community over the weekend, as well as the provincial numbers. And then we will talk a little bit about the United Way inviting us to show some local love. Go fill your cup. Come on back. Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them, from local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants. Small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the chamber today.
First Local, supported by James Seaton, Mortgage Specialist. Your new home doesn't come with mortgage advice. I do. Call James Seaton Mortgage Specialist, RBC 705-975-1519.
Just once in a while, at parties and stuff. If that's what your kid says, they'll probably also tell you that it's not a big deal. But that's no reason not to talk about it. You could tell them that you think that's a good thing and that you're really happy they don't use it that often. Then ask them why. Maybe deep down they know it's bad. They just need your help realizing it. From there, it should be pretty easy to drop off the hint that their brain is still growing and that they shouldn't smoke pot. At least not until they're older.
Visit drugfreekidscanada.org for more tools to help start the conversation.
Good morning and welcome back to First Local Mornings. You know what? I didn't even do the date, and I'm supposed to do that. So today is Monday, November the 15th. So over the weekend, of course, we did have some increase in the numbers. So on Saturday, Algoma Public Health did report 28 new cases, and then yesterday, Sunday, November the 14th, 20 new cases were reported, so a slight decrease there. However, a high-risk exposure advisory. So the 20 new cases reported on November 15th are all from Sault Ste. Marie and area. Okay, so the potential high-risk exposure has to do with Sault Area Hospital. Public Health is advising anyone who visited 3B at Sault Area Hospital on November 9th, 10th, 11th, or 12th. You are being advised of a potential high-risk exposure to COVID-19. Actions that are recommended to be taken: any individual who was present on the date and time listed with regards to this potential exposure are asked to get tested for COVID-19 regardless of vaccination status. If you are vaccinated, self-monitor for signs and symptoms. If you are not vaccinated, self-isolate immediately for a period of 10 days starting the last day you visited 3B. Okay, so these are different from the usual recommended actions to be taken. This is associated with a high-risk exposure. If I did go too quickly, I am moderately caffeinated in this moment. It is already posted to our website at siouxonline.com. Okay, so of the 20 cases reported yesterday, all but one are self-isolating. The 20th is under investigation. Most are listing, actually there seems to be a fairly even split of close contact and unknown in terms of cause of exposure. And Algoma regions with COVID-19 reported in the past 14 days include Sault Ste. Marie and area, North Algoma, as well as Central and East Algoma. Okay, and there are also in this article that is posted, again, some critical actions recommended to be taken to protect yourself, your household, and your workplace. Anyone who is sick, even with mild symptoms, must stay home and isolate away from others, regardless of whether you have received the vaccine. Cut back on the unnecessary activities where you have face-to-face close contact with people you don't live with. Do this even if you are fully immunized, and especially if you have vulnerable health conditions or are not fully immunized. Heavy recommendation on obtaining the COVID-19 vaccination. All right, so That is that. We will also talk now about the provincial numbers. Ontario health officials confirmed yesterday 666, angel number. Okay, 666 new COVID-19 cases yesterday with 7 new deaths. It's the highest daily coronavirus count since October 2nd, when the province reported 704 new infections. The 7-day rolling average of COVID-19 infections has risen steadily, now sitting at 563, increasing from 426 recorded last weekend. 2 weeks ago, Ontario's 7-day rolling average was 349. Okay, so there are also some numbers associated with hotspots in southern Ontario. The province's effective reproduction number, which is the average number of additional infections caused by one infection, continues to grow at 1.21 as of this week. And this was at 0.87 1 month ago during the week of October 13th through the 19th. Minister Elliott says that 88.7% of Ontarians have ages 12 and up have 1 vaccine dose, and 85.5% have received 2 shots. And just to round out our information with regards to COVID locally, so that we can move on to factoids and social media. Algoma Public Health is advising that an individual associated with Isabel Fletcher Public School has tested positive for COVID-19. At this time, Algoma Public Health is conducting a careful investigation to identify close contacts. And again, examples of close contacts include household members, people who have been in direct physical contact or belong to the same classroom or cohort, and people who have spent more than 15 minutes together within 2 meters or 6 feet of each other, such as while sharing a meal. They remind everybody that brief interactions such as passing in the hall are not considered to be high-risk exposures. Algoma Public Health is reassuring any families associated with Isabel Fletcher Public School that if they do not receive a high or low risk letter, which is their means of communicating these exposures, it is safe to assume that your child is not considered to be a close contact of the person who has tested positive. And in that case, they do not recommend getting your child tested for COVID-19 unless, of course, they are showing symptoms. Whew. Okay, so you know what? 30 seconds until break. I thought, until Craig. Sorry, it sounded like break in my ear. All right. Ontario long-term care staff starting today must have at least their first COVID-19 vaccine if they are to attend work today. Staff who don't present proof of a first dose must instead show a medical exemption to be able to enter a long-term home or long-term care home for work. All right. Today was set as the deadline for workers to be fully vaccinated against the virus, but the Ministry of Long-Term Care has pushed that date now to December 13th. It says the change was made to accommodate new guidance on vaccine dose intervals from the National Advisory Committee on Immunization. Government data from Friday morning showed that 98% of long-term care workers had received at least 1 COVID-19 vaccine dose. Long-term care Minister Rod Phillips announced the sector-wide mandate last month, saying that more action was needed to protect vulnerable residents from COVID-19. Okay, I don't want to talk about COVID-19 anymore, and I'm sure you have heard your fill. If you want more information, it's all posted to our website. For now, let's hop on over to Craig for our 3-day forecast.
And thanks very much, Heidi. And this week we are looking fairly calm until about Thursday, and then we have another system coming in. I'll tell you more about that in just a few seconds, but this is what we look like right now. You can see this movement of air. This is cold air coming down. Look how far reaching it is. And then we have a buildup of warmer air out to the west, and that's creating this boundary line. And why I make notice of that is this is more or less a breeding ground of low pressure systems and also some Alberta clippers, which is going to be coming in sometime Thursday, giving us our next best shot of snow. We could see another 5 centimeters accumulate come Thursday, but until then, we're looking fairly dry. We do have some flurry activity to worry about. Let's take a look at the radar map. We'll show you some lake enhancement coming in on the UP. That's staying there for today, so you'll see some cloudiness over the lake for sure. This is going to swing around later on tonight and push some lake enhancement to our side of the river and give us maybe a little bit of a dusting accumulation during the overnight. We'll take a look at temperature-wise. Not bad. We're all pretty comfortable as far as seasonal temperatures go. We're just slightly below seasonal at 3 degrees for our high today. And elsewhere, we're not looking all that bad. We'll take a look at the systems map. So here's that boundary I was telling you about, and you can see some low pressure systems starting to develop. This is the Alberta Clipper that is going to be coming our way sometime Wednesday night into Thursday. Other than that, we're going to stay fairly calm. Winds are going to be fairly light, and we're not going to see a lot of precipitation. We do have the odd flurry here and there, but for the most part, we're going to see a mix of sun and cloud for today and a mix of sun and cloud right up until about Thursday. This is what we look like for the next 3 days. For your day today, mainly cloudy conditions. We're going to see a little bit of sun this morning before those clouds thicken up. Temperatures around 3 degrees, 4 degrees for your day tomorrow. So at least we're on the plus side still. So whatever snow we do get is going to slowly melt. But just cloudy conditions for your Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, we start seeing the influence of that Alberta Clipper starting to come in with rain for Wednesday night and then transitioning over to snow for Thursday. But look at those temperatures for Wednesday, 8 degrees. There's going to be a big surge of warm air coming in advance of that Alberta Clipper. So that's going to melt the snow a little bit, but then we start seeing some cooler air coming in for the weekend. I'll touch on that on the 7-day forecast coming up. Heidi?
Well, fantastic, Craig. Thanks so much. I love to know what's coming at me at least 3 days in advance, especially when I don't even know what I'll be doing this afternoon. So we're sneaking up on another break. I will invite you to come back because, again, we have some factoids. We have social media. If you haven't gotten your comment in, please do so, and I will interact with you live. Keep it clean. Keep it clean. We need to maintain our PG rating. As well, I will talk to you a little bit more about some of the initiatives that the United Way has ongoing, again, inviting us to show our local love. Go fill your cup, listen to the words of our worthy sponsors, and do come on back.
Family owned and operated, A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling has been serving Sault Ste. Marie and surrounding area since 1968. For a free estimate, call 705-779-3909. A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling, available for all your water needs. 1944, 2nd Line West, Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. A.G. Quinnell Well Drilling. Call 705-779-3909 for a free estimate today. First Local, supported by Tenaris Algoma Tubes. Kickstart your career. Tenaris is rapidly growing in Sault Ste. Marie and looking for individuals interested in rewarding production and technician roles. If you are ready for a progressive career opportunity with benefits in advanced manufacturing, then please send your resume to resumes@tenaris.com.
First Local, supported by The Refinery, the leader in women's fitness and transformations. 624 Wellington Street West in Sault Ste. Marie, Ontario. Call 705-255-8895 for more information. Good morning and welcome back. So as promised, the United Way has always done a lot in our community to support those vulnerable populations that need it the most. In this moment, they're reminding everybody that donating to the United Way reduces poverty in our local community. The research and partnerships that they have in place ensure that your donation goes to where it is needed most and where it will have the greatest impact, which is right here at home. The United Way is currently focusing on 3 of the priority community issues and their respective outcomes as identified in the Sault Ste. Marie Poverty Reduction Strategy Action Plan. Their core focuses are food security, workforce entry, and essential services. And without these pillars, they identify that a person will struggle in poverty to build a life for themselves and their families. The newest initiative that they have announced, of course, has to do with Community Christmas for Children. So they're inviting all to help put some cheer into a child's Christmas this year. Community Christmas for Children Planning Committee is inviting all to sponsor a fun, exciting, and COVID-safe activity for children and families during the month of December, particularly during particularly during winter break. Community Christmas for Children happens December 1st through January 2nd, and the deadline to submit your application is Friday, November the 4th. We have this, of course, we have the United Way ad posted to our website. You can click on that and get right to their website, and if you feel moved and are able to make a contribution for this particular initiative, the form is right there. All right, on to some factoids. I want to talk about Oprah because what day doesn't start well with a conversation about Oprah Winfrey? It was on this date in November, of course, November. This date, November 15th, 1988, when TV host Oprah Winfrey displays a wheelbarrow containing 67 pounds of fat to demonstrate how much weight she had lost. This is the highest rated episode ever for that show, and that's saying something. I mean, Oprah was on for a long time, and there it is, 67 pounds of fat, which is what Oprah lost. Okay, also on this date, 1969, Dave Thomas opens his first Wendy's hamburger restaurant, which was located in Columbus, Ohio, quickly becoming known for its square beef patties and frosty milkshakes. Thomas named the restaurant after his fourth child, Melinda Lou Wendy Thomas, and her likeness was used as the young, freckled-faced girl on the Wendy's logo. All right, we're going to hop over into social media, and if we have time to come back to factoid number 3, having to do with Madame Janis Joplin, we will. All right. Jim Whitty beating everybody to the punch this morning. He says, good morning, folks. Good morning to you, Jim Whitty. Enika, good Monday morning, everyone. Good morning to you, Enika, all the way over there in the Netherlands. My mother is particularly fascinated by you. She loves that you watch, and she really likes your name. Steve Child says, good Monday morning, all. HAGW, have a great week. Rockin' the horns. Yes, Steve. Yes, it will be a great week. Joseph Bertrand, good day, eh? Yes, good day. Margaret McKay, good morning, all. Good morning to you, Margaret. Jim Whitty, first we were immobilized, then immunized, and now indifferent. Probably a number of people share your sentiment. It is a very wearying, trying situation, but we must persevere and we must choose to see the bright side. Tristan Tremblay, good morning, eh? Have a good day. There's a lot of A being tossed around. Are we in Canada? I think we might be. Good morning to you, Tristan. Have a good day at school. Tracy Lynn Ocho-La-Rivière says, happy Monday morning, everybody. Stay safe. Of course, we say happy Monday back to you and wish you the same, Tracy. Thank you for watching. Evelyn McColman, happy Monday, everyone, and please stay safe. Happy Monday to you, Evelyn. Always nice to hear from you. Kimberly. Oh! Kimberly says, happy Monday all. And you know what? Kim's choice to put a smiley is significant because out of deference to the rising numbers in the community, she did cancel her housewarming this Saturday. I didn't even attend. I instead sent a bottle of wine. Happy Monday to you, Kim, and I'm sure in the future we will be able to celebrate your lovely new home. Tony Mancuso, have a good morning, everyone. Have a great day and stay safe. Good morning to you as well, Tony. Steph Swanson, good Monday morning all. Stay safe and healthy all. Yes to you as well, Steph. Always nice to see your face. Candy, Auntie Candy. Good morning, Heidi and everyone. Thanks for your professional news feed. Aw, that's really nice of you to say. And thank you for watching and your feedback. Eva Zeidler, that's a new name. Welcome aboard, Eva Zeidler. Thank you for watching and thank you for commenting. Good morning to you. Enika, how nice that your mom likes my name. Say hi to her from me. I will. We are done with our social media. We're going to go over to Craig.
Okay, well, let's take a look at the 7-day forecast for this week. Not looking all that bad. We do have a chance of seeing some accumulating snow starting on Wednesday night into Thursday, but Heidi's birthday is on Wednesday, and look at the temperature on Wednesday.
Well, of
8
course,
degrees.
I've ordered that for everybody.
Way to go, Heidi. But then we really drop down on Thursday as we see that Alberta Clipper come in, and we could pick up to 5 centimeters of snow on Thursday, just in time for the Santa Claus, I don't know, are we calling it a parade?
Well, it's kind of like a
It's kind
drive-by
of a drive-by
sort of thing.
parade on Saturday. We're going to have coverage here on TV and so online for that. So it's shaping up not to be a pretty good week.
Good.
I think I said that right.
Yeah. All right. Well, you know what? We made it through Monday, so let's hope that the numbers continue to trend downward. And you have a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Shop local, dine local, listen local, love local. Small businesses in the Algoma area have been a huge part of our community. Now is the time to show our support for them. From local markets to retail stores, music venues, and restaurants. Small businesses make up the backbone of our community. So go on, embrace all they have to offer by shopping, dining, listening, and loving local. Visit ssmcoc.com to learn more or to join the Chamber today.
How's it going, everyone? It's Jacob Moore here at the On TV studios, letting you know there's been a slight change to 705 Sports. 705 Sports will now be airing Fridays at noon versus Fridays at 4 p.m. We will still be covering all your local, national, and international sports. The difference is now, while you're enjoying your lunch, you can check out myself, Dan Gray, and multiple different guests as we go over all your sports coverage. So make sure to tune in to 705 Sports Fridays at noon on our Facebook page and video on demand.